Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation 2. Alright, we got fifth in this fifth competition. Surprisingly, I didn't expect to be in the top 10. So, like I said, starting in Netherlands with small capacity trains are really tough. But the onset of it seems to be quite good. But of course, along the way, when we're hit with something called the double or triple restriction jobs, then of course we couldn't able to pick up because we are just too small in terms of capacity. Deliveries just needs triple times compared to others, henceforth we fall back down. So why so? It's all due to capacity. I mean, when you stay longer in this particular region, the capacity of the train will increase. So what I'm trying to do really is to gather more parts, especially the golden ones. I really wanted one of the legendaries, event legendaries of 80 capacity to reach 80 soon. I'm working really hard. Should be reaching 50 really soon. Now it's the high 40s already. So along the way, you're gonna see here we managed to claim the last reward. Oh yeah, by the way, if you are thinking of buying the event pass, then make sure you will basically claim this one before you buy it, because I do hear people who activate the event pass, but if you do not reach the last rewards, you can't apparently claim all those in the event pass even if you have paid. So that's what for you if you are a pay to win. So for us, the rest of us, it's free to play. That really doesn't concern us. We just gotta get a free container, that's about it. Alright, so now it seems like doing really well at this stage right now. Like I said, probably good starting. When you start at a correct timing, you'll be put up on the ranks, and of course you're able to have a few hours of head start. At this juncture, the jobs were still in my favor. We are still able to do those jobs, given the fact that we prepared tons and tons of this materials, and yet the quantity is being asked for, it seems like it's quite small. Because they do understand I have very small capacity trains. So in that context, there's somewhat mechanism put in place to measure when you enter into the region first, not to give you high quality jobs, because I think the system do understand that when you first started, the capacity trains are just 4 for common, I think 6 for rare, and I think 12 for epic. As for the legendary, I think it's 20. So bearing in mind all this, they decided to give you small quantities to deliver, and yet that's it takes a long while, because just imagine this, with 4 capacity, even they give you a, for example, 200 quantity to deliver it, you know, by having 4 capacity trains, you can't really do much. So that's the how the programmers programmed this. So apparently, if you really have lots of event trains and of course high capacity ones, that will change the whole ball game. Basically, that will be in your favor. So what I meant is basically, if you come over the new region with lots of coins and of course lots of parts, you can easily upgrade your legendary to 80. And if that's the case, just imagine this, having a 200 quantities to deliver with good EPs, and it was only maybe a couple 1 or 2 hours and that you're done. I think that will be a whole lot of difference. You can see the EP seems to be good, especially the fact that we're hitting the tail end of this round 2 jobs. So that's because we already completed 100%. So every single customer is round 2, and of course the nearer towards the end of the tier, also called nearer to the 20 drop, like 18 out of 20, definitely EP will be more attractive, but of course likewise the quantities delivered will be higher, or it could be triple restriction. So alright, this is expected. It's only a common train. You can't really expect much sometimes for free stuff. Alright, so let's just check out again. We are still doing fine. We should have another 900 keys to collect. That 2500 keys is really hard to get at the late stage. I'm really afraid we may not be able to make it, but let's see how it works out. Eventually, we still have about, I would say, another 3 days competition, which is the last one, which we're going to prepare for. Hopefully, together with that 900 in the balance of I think 500 plus event keys, we should come to very near like 1005, and we need another 1000 over the next 3 days. So that depends on how we fare. And of course, if really can't, I'm just going to change everything to gold parts, because that's what I really need. That means that I'll be missing out an event epic train for this round. But that is somewhat decision being made earlier, which I changed for the special building to upgrade my warehouse by additional 100 capacity, given the fact special building scrapyard came with 80 population. And of course, I do love that scrapyard because it just put side by side with the dealership, which is a previous car event. And of course, I also make the decision to change the common train then, because in competitions you need trains of high capacity, and I think then I was hit with triple restriction. I think it's common train, a certain engine I can't recall, and it's region 7 of course. So with that, we have made a decision to so-called exchange for the common, and all these keys being spent was so-called deprive us from changing that epic train. But let's see how things work out again. Alright, at this juncture you can see as we go deeper and deeper in the competitions, rankings start to drop. That is expected, the fact that our deliveries are really slow. Epic trains, quite lucky I would say, we have so many of them, but yet we couldn't really make it because it's 12 capacity only. Alright, we got another rare one, but it's only 6 capacity. So eventually, let's see how it goes. Parts shouldn't be limiting that much, except for gold parts, because the epic and the rare, if really have too many duplicates, I can still dismantle them. What is really lacking is coins, so there's no point in me dismantling because I don't even have enough coins to do that upgrade. So even if I dismantle, I have that parts, I don't have the coins, it doesn't make any sense. So what we're trying to do right now is really fetch more coins. We really got to fetch every 4 hours the coins back, so we get a couple of thousand every time, and that's good for just one rank, also called one capacity. So with that slow but steady improvement, we should reach 80 capacity one day. Probably by the next event, hopefully. Then that will also enhance our gold collection, and it's a cumulative compounding effect in that context. You get more and more, and you keep on upgrading, then you get even more, and that will increase the overall intake of the gold. That's it. We are still at a very early stage in region 7403 only. We still got 97 stage to go, or levels to go. That will take a long while. Alright, so and I take the deliberate effort to delay it even further. The fact that we have a good range of trains, except for legendaries, we really wanted to upgrade the capacity and do well here, so that eventually when we move on to region 8, we'll be much supported by a good size fleet and a large variety of fleet size and type of engine. Fleet in the previous region, then in 7 when we enter 8. So that is something I'm hoping for, learning from experience. And of course, I also take the opportunity, if much as possible, increase the population so that we can do warehouse upgrades. It's a long and tedious process for sure, but I think it's totally worth it. So for now, it's really emphasis on population. We are hitting 16,000 plus. I do recall then hitting the 5 figure at 10,000 was really delightful. And now we are nearing the next milestone of 20,000. Some people may have hit 100,000. Really amazed by their dedication to population increase. But for us, I think having this is really remarkable. Alright, come towards the end of the competition again. Not many people participated. There are still some empty spaces. I'm just suspecting not many people are in Netherlands. Probably very sparse. Alright, so of course the happy moment right now is to get those big box opened. Alright, we got some common parts. This is my favorite gold parts. So there's a good number of gold parts here that waits us to collect gold before we can start doing upgrading again. 48, very soon be 49, 50, and still got 30 more to go. So I'm going to embark into my coin collection, and then probably take a break as well, and have a good night's sleep. Eventually, when we comes to the next or the last competition, they'll be more prepared and with slightly better capacity. Alright, coming towards to the end of this video already. I hope you have so far collected your trains you wanted. I really wish you good luck in your competition. For me, it's time to take a break. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Take care.